Josh O'Connor and Emma Corrin are Charles and Diana in The Crown Season 4. It's streaming on Netflix from the 15th of November. And this runs from late 70s to the early 90s. So it covers Maggie Thatcher, the Falklands War, but mostly the sort of strange, I didn't realise what a strange romance it was between Charles and Diana. Josh, you've been already in it, so you knew the storyline was coming. Are you surprised at how odd the romance was?
Yeah, sort of. I don't know about you, Emma, but I kind of went into it not knowing anything about anything. I mean, we sort of, ultimately, in any of those kind of public marriages, there's always an account, and someone's, is often biased because it's like Diana's friend thinks this and Charles's friend thinks that. And so you can never really get to the truth. And that's quite helpful because we are working in fiction.
Yeah, we kind of start from a blank slate, I guess, in some way.
And huge pressure on you in an odd way. It's okay, you've done it now. But I wouldn't have said this before you started. But just because of all the members of the royal family, because kind of Diana's frozen in time, we remember her differently than the others. Did you feel, you must have felt some of that pressure.
Yeah, a lot, an immense amount. And just because she's adored, and also there's this kind of sense from everyone that almost like an ownership or like I guess she had a relatability, I suppose. The people's princess, and people feel like they knew her in a different way. And so, I went into it with a huge, feeling of pressure. But hopefully it's fine.
Yeah, no, it is fine. Yeah. And obviously, as actors, you're getting into kind of, the emotional truth of the scenes and all those things. But equally, you've got to be like Charles and Diana. So what are the shortcuts to get into, say, Charles? What are the shortcuts?
Right.
Yeah. It goes right.
Okay. Get ready.
Poke you with a stick. Spitting image, off we go.
Okay. So there's a couple of things that I I didn't spend too long kind of dwelling on the little Charles things. But there was one thing I noticed, that every time he got out of a car, he'd do this thing, still does it now. I saw something recently where he gets out of the car and he goes, cufflink. So he goes, checks the cufflink, checks his pocket square, and then waves. So every time he goes to a public event or anything, it's cufflink, pocket square.
I wonder if he's ever not had his pocket square and then it's completely floored him. He doesn't know how to
get
move.
back in the car.
Back in the car.
Sounds like Nadal serve.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Slightly less than.
Yeah, without the grunt when he waves. Yeah.
And he does speak in a very kind of because it must have been hard not to just do an impression, because people do impressions of him.
I think so much about The Crown is sort of doing a bit of that sort of work. I don't know what you think, Emma, but I think it's kind of finding little things that make people feel safe in the knowledge that you're not just doing something random performance. But you feel like it is, you recognise something of Charles. So with Charles, for instance, he does a thing with his voice where he sort of like speaks like this. So everything's like through teeth.
Yes.
And and actually Emma's amazing at it. We have competitions who could do better Charles and Diana. And I'm rubbish at Diana, but she's very good at Charles.
What are the shortcuts for Diana?
Diana's, for her voice, is mainly that everything goes down at the end. So her pattern of speech, so it's sort of like, my word to get into her was always all right. All right. Yeah. That's just what I'd say before everything, all right. But then everything she says always goes down at the end, so it's almost like even if she had the best time ever, it would always sound a little bit sad.
That is very good, isn't it?
Very
good. You're good at it, though.
I used to spend most of my time trying to perfect my all right.
Do it.
Hang on.
You do it with a tilt, though, head tilt.
All right. Thank you. That's not as good.
Look, let's take a look at the two of you in action as Charles and Diana in The Crown. Here it is.
So where do I fit in?
You fit in because you're my wife. And because I love you.
I do.
I do.
Gosh.
So, how are we going to solve it?
Well, I suppose we've got to learn to give it to each other on a more regular basis. The encouragement, I mean.
And the other thing.
Oh, yes, that too. So I still think you're gorgeous. The cleverest, handsomest man in every room.
Do you really? Pathetic. But I do need that sometimes. And you look gorgeous too. Your beauty, your radiance is a great, shining, spectacular miracle.
Have you watched The Crown anyway?
I'm a huge fan.
Yeah.
So I cannot wait.
Yeah. Have you ever watched The Crown?
No.
You must. If Katya allows you, you
Yeah, I
should.
know. If I
Yeah.
get some time out.
Please, can I watch The Crown? I don't mean to. Have they done something to your ears in that? No, they look more Charlesy.
Graham, these are my real ears. In fact, there's a great.
No, because
actually-
then they just say, I thought
Yeah.
they were your real ears.
Yes.
Then when you're sat here, they don't look quite as
No, they're
pronounced
not.
as that.
I think it's because of what they do with my hair.
Is your hair shorter in
It
it?
pronounces yes.
Yeah.
Oh, like, well, I was going to say like trimming pubes, but that's...
I suppose so, yeah.
Yeah.
Something similar, yeah. Yeah, it's exactly like that. Yeah.
Exactly like that.
That was, yeah.
So accurate.
Your ears look so big. And actually, Kylie, did you know Diana? Did you meet Diana?
I met Diana in Australia. Did someone make? Oh,
That was a
Sorry,
guy.
that was me.
That was a guy. Yeah.
yeah. Well, in a show lineup.
Is this
I
this?
was just-
Is that
yeah.
Australia?
Yes.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. There they are.
There
Is that
you-
the tour we were doing?
Yep, maybe. In episode...
Is that us?
In season 4, we do the Australian tour.
Who played Kylie? Who played Kylie?
Well, I was there. Oh my gosh.
Who's this?
Okay, this is equally exciting. That is Olivia Newton-John.
Oh,
Come on.
that is quite a meeting, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, Olivia Newton-John.
Greece.
Greece,
It's
right?
all
Yeah.
coming together.
Coming together. You're all in this picture. Everyone. So you're beside Olivia Newton-John. Nicola, you got the MBE, OBE?
MBE, then the OBE. Whoa.
Got them all.
I have no.
Every BE.
Building a
got it.
collection.
Yeah. MO. Who was beside you in the lineup when you got your OBE? Do you remember?
Oh, God, I don't know.
Good quiz question, isn't it?
Yeah, great.
Yeah. I'll show you. Here you go.
There we go.
David Beckham. I mean, how could you forget that? You were very in the moment.
Yeah,
Yeah, I met the Queen. There were some other people there.
There
Yeah.
were so many rules and like things to think about, so I was very focused.
Oh, it's quite a good. That is a good lineup.
Is that John Major at the end?
John Major, Lenny Henry, John Major, David Beckham. All human life is there. I mean, that's.
Is John Major funny? I always imagine he's not hilarious.
He's not. No.
He's not. No.
Okay.
No. Reviews are in.
Good to know.
No. Yeah. I mean, once you know he shagged Edwina Curry, it's sort of over. That's sort of the end of your interest. Oh, okay.